Nah, we
cool.
just got fucking.
All right.
Nothing serious. Pretty nice. Oh my. Alright,
This nigga's higher than me and shit.
This was all lost.
Fucking guy.
ready.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Stone Age podcast, man. I have my boy right here, Georgie. Welcome to the show, man. Finally got you on, man.
Yes, sir.
Fucking, it's about time. The planets aligned and we came together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now that I got you here, though, can I get you to stand up, spread your cheeks? Let's catch a catch Sunday.
Yeah. Shit. All right, then, boys. Is it gonna be one or just both of you or what? What's going on?
Tag team.
You guys got some friends in the back?
Always. Always. Fellas?
Oh my God! How did you guys know? Wow.
Oh, hey, no, but I actually wanted to start. I actually had a topic to start off with. Did you see this whole shit with El Chapo with the son?
Oh, this guy, yeah.
Yeah, she was crazy, right?
Man, yeah.
That shit's a trip.
The Chapito thing.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, what
Terrorism.
do you think? Terrorism, right?
Terrorism, bro.
Terrorism. You know, when I was younger, I used to kind of like, well, because when you're younger, you kind of you're infatuated with those fools. You're like, oh, the crime, all those guys are,
yeah.
they're the boss and
you
shit.
know, I still listen to corridos.
Yeah, so yeah, you know, like you're glorified, like super glorified. But now, like as you get older, you see like they're terrorists, bro. They're fucking just murdering fools.
Yeah, I mean, when they're out there doing their hustle, of course, you know.
Yeah,
that's
but
what I think we glorify, right? Like the hustle, right?
Yeah,
we were young and we were hungry for money. You got to see it for what it is, bro.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers blowing up people. I think they were like sending. I think they were telling me they set like a lady on fire. There's a video out there or something like
Dude,
that.
they're just gunning them down.
Some stupid ass shit. Like really, like these people have nothing to do with your hustle or with your movement
at all.
You know what I mean? Like if they were burning enemies and shit or doing shit like that, whatever.
You know, that'd be different.
Whatever. But this is fucking terrorism. They terrorized Culiacan.
A whole city, bro.
Yeah,
a whole fucking city. A whole city. What was it? The military. I seen videos of dudes that they have like I don't know what the fuck it was. It looked like a goddamn.
Oh, they got the 50 cals.
It wasn't even the 50 cal, but the narcos had like grenade launchers and shit off of the trucks. I'm like,
so they put the 50 cal on there, and then that's
that's fucking.
And then they had
nuts.
grenade launch. Yeah, I seen some videos where this was carrying like the grenade launcher in the front seat, and then they got the thing. I'm like, bro, you're like civilians. Like, no mames, you know?
And they're just gunning them down. And then you see the president, okay, so what do you think? So a lot of people were kind of...
With the president guy?
Yeah, with the president, how he's saying...
That's already another topic on its own, man. I just feel like that fool's being run by them, dog.
So you're right, like 100%. That's what I think.
That fool's paid off. I think he's in there for a reason. It's him or the U.S. government. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's both. Well, because it's
really like...
Because what frustrates me...
This nigga's on the bus... He's walking around with no security.
Like nothing. I'm gonna get rid of my bodyguards.
You know how many people don't like him? There's a lot of people. I've been to Mexico, man. There's a lot of people who work like in government. You know what I mean? Like our public, services that we were talking about. But in Mexico, and they're upset too because they're like I said, it's just he's a whole different thing. Like it's just he's and him releasing them, whatever, call it whatever. It's just it just sounds like a movie. Sounds like a script.
That's
almost,
right.
Bro. It just sounds like too much like a script.
Exactly.
Like this one comes out and he's like, oh, the citizen lives matter, and it's like, oh my god, he's a fucking hero. Like,
oh my god,
are you though? Like,
nah, hell nah.
You know what I mean? Like,
was it balazos instead of balazos, abrazos? Which is instead of bullets, give them hugs.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff? And then now, so all you basically did is you told every cartel member, if you get caught, you just go to the town and fucking murder people.
That's what you started.
And they'll let you go.
Right.
If you get caught, murder innocent people, and we'll let you free, bro. It's cool.
Right. But then that's what I'm saying. Like, I think because of that movie script, right? Like, I just feel like somebody fucked up and arrested this kid, right? And then, like I said, the president's already in there because of the people like him. And I'm not gonna say it's him.
Yeah, particularly.
But I'm just saying
he's just the face of it.
Like, yeah, he's just the face of it. Another fucking Donald Trump, another fucking,
There's another political thing. Just the face of the party.
Yeah, he's just the face. And so I just feel like it was just somebody fucked up. These fools decided to go pop off because they've been doing some stupid shit. So it's like, it's kind of and by these fools fucking up, the cartel fucking up by doing that to the people. Now you got people's attention. Now you got people like us saying that's fucking terrorism.
It is, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, terrorism. And we talk about it here. We know it first here in the U.S., right? We're having that debate,
that
here
conversation
as well.
now. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like because all these white folks, because that's what it is. Call it white racism, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But these fools are out there doing that shit, and we're divided because some people are like, oh, we're like so fucking, just concentrating on our differences, right? Like, oh, gun control. It's about gun control. Take away the guns, like, or whatever, right? And it's the same fucking thing over there, right? All this shit. And
it's always divide.
So they fucked up, bro, because like.
Now you're bringing people together.
Yeah, now you're bringing people together. Exactly. They fucked up. They fucked up. I don't even know if they killed any U.S. citizens over there. You know what I mean? I hope they would.
And that's the thing. If they did, that's when like the U.S. gets involved. Because my thing is, I've been telling like everybody, like if this was in the Middle East, fucking, we'd be sending drones. We'd be sending fucking Tim Kennedy and Jocko and fucking all these motherfuckers out there, bro, killing everybody.
Right.
But it's imaginary line stopping us, but it's cool. What was it? 39 people died.
Is that what it was?
Or some shit. Yeah, 39 people. The 39 people injured. Fucking like 9 cops or 9 military.
Yeah.
Fucking, and all the rest of them were all innocent people.
Yeah.
Right. But that's what behind a fucking imaginary line, and yet.
Yeah, look at that. It could have been much worse, right? I mean, like they could have.
What's worse than that?
You know what I mean?
You're going to pump me gas, and all of a sudden, fucking throwing rocket launchures at you. And shit.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
I came from talking chips. I just wanted some chips.
I just wanted some goddamn chips. I got the munchies. I'm using your drugs.
What the fuck, man? Yeah, right.
I'm your customer, motherfucker.
I'm number one. I'm number one.
Yeah, I got my card right here and shit. No, mames.
Pero, no, I mean, that's how it is.
No, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So I mean, they fucked up, bro. So. Let's see what attention it brings, But then again, it's how the media is gonna handle it. Are they just gonna brush it up like everything we do? Like it lasts 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This will be gone by in a week.
Who's that? This guy's all right here rolling up.
See, that's all the military, right?
Yeah. It's just military guys and shit. Yeah.
And see, this is why I like America, right? Because that shit would never happen here.
Well, it happened.
What?
I mean, they weren't shooting people, but remember when that rancher with the white folks, the white privilege.
Oh, the fucking
they had all the guns and shit, and they fucking lined up against like the cops in Texas, that rancher guy that didn't want to pay
I forgot the name.
US tax.
With the whole fucking the cow and all this. But not a shootout.
But
and then let them go.
It's about to crack off and shit.
Yeah, but a shootout and then let them go.
You know what has happened? Remember the Native Americans that were just chilling and they got fucked. That's the way it works, bro.
Which one?
Those Native Americans that were trying to like not get their land, the pipeline. Oh, yeah. And then they got fucking harassed by the military.
Oh yeah,
that's what we're using the military for.
They got punked and shit.
Oh man, I'm proud of our military for using that shit.
I'm saying catch a criminal.
But I'm just saying,
of course.
I'm just saying,
of course, there's always
so much double. That's what this is double standard.
Double standard or whatever. Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. I'm just fucking ridiculous like that. I like
but it's true though. No, but it is 100% true. 100% true. Yeah,
it's just fucking. That's what it is.
See, but that's a good. And then what stops it is the fact that you have guns, right? Because they didn't want that to pop off.
Right.
They didn't want. That's what the Bundys, the Bundy Ranch.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
The Bundy Ranch. There we go. So they didn't want that shit to pop off.
Sounds like the Bunny Ranch.
Yeah, right. That's a different story.
I was down for that place. Catch me outside of that place.
I got you, girl.
You trying to close down what? Motherfucker.
You want to pay taxes?
These bitches got to pay taxes? What tax for the hookers? No, yeah.
Who's laying the pipeline here?
There's only one person laying pipe here.
Stupid ass.
But you would never see a criminal get away like that.
No, yeah. And then you know what the problem is too, like
on blast.
You like, and this is the thing, right? Like when, and it goes back to like whatever. I hate kind of bouncing back and forth, but I'm a Mexican American.
Fine, fuck it, bro.
I'm a Mexican American, and you relate to it because you can.
Because you know both sides.
I can relate to both. You know what I mean? Like
definitely.
Like these fools over there, they have these strict gun laws for Mexico, right? Mm-hmm. People don't have guns.
Severe strict
laws. So guess who has the guns? Those motherfuckers,
bad guys,
right? And that's kind of what we're fighting here. That's what we're arguing here. That's what the white folks are arguing. Oh, what the bad people are gonna have. Well, hey, white people, I got news for you, man. Most of the time, is you guys shooting up the places.
Everybody.
You know what I mean? Because of hate, because of whatever the fuck you want.
But I don't even think how many people. I correlate that more to the drug use, to the pharmaceutical side of it. Because I think there's a lot more fucking
crazy folks.
Yeah, those are all crazy white folks, right?
Jokers.
So they're right, a bunch of lone fucking jokers. Hey, that movie is fucking awesome, amazing. We'll get to that one.
Eight people died in that.
What, the making of Joker?
Fuck the Joker. No, the Joker.
8 people died in the shoot. 8 people died in the shoot.
Shit. They were hella dedicated to making it look badass.
Fucking people just getting murdered and shit.
But yeah,
but I think it's correlated to the pharmaceutical side of it because all those crazy white folks, right? All of them, every last one of them, were all fucking pilled up. They're all pilled
But
up.
who isn't built
then-
up? You know, in America, we're all fucking on something.
Yeah, but I think these
I'm
people.
high right now.
But these people are just. No, but those pills are crazier than what the fuck you're smoking on.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Right?
Yeah.
And then
for sure.
a lot of the times they're the ones the white privilege kicks in, I guess. And they're the ones that are able to get those type of drugs.
But what I was saying is just kind of like comparing our gun laws compared to like over there and what's happening with these people. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I was trying to say. Like, cause like I said,
that's what would happen.
There's so much fucking. There's so much. There's so much shit. The gun thing is so controversial. There's so much shit. But what I'm trying to say is like, look at the difference, right? Like these people in Mexico can get guns. Look at like,
and that's what happens.
Got ran up on.
Yeah, easily.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got guns over here and shit. But then nobody talks about Detroit over here. Fucking
Chicago is fucking
Chicago and all that shit.
What is it called? What do you call it? Little Iraq and shit?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. You know, and then it's just double standards for everything.
It is.
So it's like at this point.
That's true because you're getting the same type of murders in our country.
Yeah,
you know
what I'm saying.
Really
so it's like oh my god, and this and that. We got to see it for the big picture. Like I said, is this guy bought out? Did these fools just fuck up, arrest the wrong motherfucker? And guess what? Oh, somebody got mad. Oh, I'm gonna shoot it up because they're not trying to release you. Then you know what I mean? It just sounds like a script. We all seen Narcos.
And you would think, no, it's true.
Just feels like a fucking
scene out of Narcos and shit.
bro.
It is, bro. It is. But now you're able to film it.
Art mirror reality or reality
mirror art.
Yeah.
It's true.
And at one point, like we're so fucked up as a society that we don't even know what's what anymore.
That's true too.
We don't know what's what, bro. People are living in their minds. I mean, we've been talking about that shit. You know
think you're simulation? This shit like this makes you think even more in this fucking simulation.
It's a simulation.
All this crazy
I don't think it's a simulation. I think it's just more of conditioning.
Conditioning?
Like they condition us so much.
What do you think caused that conditioning? Because it wasn't like this before.
The government, like the fucking shit that we've been doing, bro.
The internet?
Not the internet. I'm saying like the conditioning.
Well, what makes you conditioned though?
What do you mean? What makes you conditioned?
Like what's because I don't think it was like this like before.
It wasn't that before, but I'm saying like we've been studying the human psyche, and I say we because like
that's true because they know how to fucking work it better than we do.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So all that shit, it didn't happen by accident, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It does that shit. Call it a fucking conspiracy theory. Educate yourself, people. There's the government says it themselves.
They know
they ran experiments to know what's gonna happen to marriages, to things like that. How we were gonna, how we were susceptible to things. How they give us information. I mean, that's not a conspiracy theory.
No, it is. It's all planned too.
And it's set up there to protect you. Well, at one point, it's not even protecting no more. Now we're just being fucking straight up controlled.
We are.
So, like I said, are we a fucking hologram or whatever? No, it's just now that we're so conditioned that we don't know what the fuck we are anymore.
Shit, yeah, they're not just fucking with you.
But then again, it's like the human psyche is opening up. We had like the 2012 event where people believe, that we opened up, that this new fucking that now, because people are more susceptible to things. We are learning new things. Mm-hmm. We are talking about multiverses and other shit. Exactly. Before we weren't talking about that. Now we're very susceptible to that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now it opens the door to something else. So it's like I said, conditioning.
So it depends. I think the people are going to weed themselves out, right?
We're all weeding ourselves out. And we're all workers, and it's always been that way, right? And like now it's like the dumb get dumber, the rich get richer, whatever you want to do. Yeah. Call it what you want. See it for what it is. Yeah. You want to keep living in your fantasy. You want to keep it in your 9 to 5. You don't want to care. Mm-hmm. You want to fucking buy into that. You know what I mean? You want to fucking become a chapo. You want to become, you know what I mean? Like
the next
you want to take everybody takes it however they want.
Yeah, you're gonna.
But not like you're saying, art, mimic, or reality.
Either one. Thing. It's both,
and it's fucked up
it's
because people don't know what it is. What's what anymore? Because you've seen these shows about narcos and shit. You're like, okay, it's a show, but now it's not. It's like most of it is based on what these fools are really doing.
So you think people are more desensitized? I think that's what it is. I think like the human brain has like pixelations, right? Like TV. So you have all these kind of pixels and you have images, and the more you see something, you lose those like the image or something, right? So you start to lose those pixels, right. And then you become desensitized to when the next time you see that same action, you don't give a fuck.
But look at the station. That's conditioning, right?
Yeah.
It's conditioning. Yeah. That's what it goes back to.
Like you watching violent videos, right? Like if you watch violent videos all the time, like I can't watch those videos. Those fucking videos make me sick. Yeah, like when you watch people getting murdered and shit, like
over some shit.
Yeah, you falling off of buildings and shit. Like
it's not funny till it happens to you.
Yeah,
and I think you have a conscience. I think that's what it is.
Right? I can't.
Like, that shit's never gonna happen to me.
And you're fucking.
Well, maybe it won't happen to you. But have you ever seen a person dying of cancer? That shit's just horrible.
Oh no, of course. I can't see any of that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I mean, like going to hospitals for that same reason.
You get desensitized to certain things because of the conditioning.
Yeah.
Because hey, guess what? America's the one dropping the bombs, so it's okay. We're saving lives.
Sure. So either one.
So we think we're the good guys. So it's fucking conditioning, bro. You know, over there they see us for what it is,
Mhm.
because that shit they're fucking
Yeah, that's how you create
happening
those.
to them.
You create
You
those
feel
people.
me? And over here, you know, we see it something different. You know, we're watching Captain America and shit.
And and the sad part is that most of the people don't even know that it's even going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
You know what I
Right?
mean? Yeah,
Because they're like you
they're
said,
just completely
desensitized. They're just
at all
Like
to the point where like someone tells you "fuck you, America." What the
Right.
fuck would I do?
Yeah.
What did I do to you?
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, essentially that's what it is, right? Because the average folk, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. The average folk is just trying to live their life, right? They don't care. They're not trying to hurt you. They're not trying to hurt the fucking dude across the sea. They're not trying to hurt everybody. They're trying to live their life, right? So when something crazy happens, they think, well, what the fuck? Why are they doing that to me, right? But the sad part is what people over there are thinking. Well, fuck, you should know what your government is doing to other people.
But that's what I'm telling you. Right?
Yeah, that's why I get
butterfly effect.
Yeah, it is, because it is like,
you're
well,
saying
fuck.
that nothing that you're doing is affecting them.
But it is affecting them because you're not taking action to stop them.
Well, not just that. I'm just saying, like, you know, in every aspect of your life. You know, I mean, I'm not saying like be Jesus walking water, but in every aspect of your life.
Invade the White House.
You're
Take over. No,
you're a fucking consumer. You know, I'll do it simple. You know, you consume water bottles. You throw them into the
plastics. Yeah.
I'm not the one throwing them into the sea.
Yeah, but you consume it.
And you're the consumer.
Your money goes far, right?
Yeah.
Depends
on
where you're
just
going.
Because you're not seeing it, you fucking, you know, you
definitely. No, that's a way. That's a good way to look at it.
Right.
Very good way to look at it.
That's kind of what I tell you.
But to the grasshoppers.
You gotta start. You're gonna, you know, it's kind of like Tupac said it best. You know, you want to see change yourself.
It is.
Change yourself.
Change everything. They go say the same thing as the meat industry, the factory farming.
Right. Because everything that we do affects everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit for people to think that shit. It's ignorant, and ignorance is bliss. Call it whatever you want, but fuck, fool. Like our ignorance is killing us.
But is there any way? But is there any way to live like but is there any way to like live a non-ignorant way and not hurt anything? Like, okay, like say
of course not.
Say you take a vegan.
You know,
like take a vegan for example. Right. You take a vegan,
right.
they don't want to hurt nothing at all, right? So they live a plant-based diet. They do all this.
They still wear clothes.
But the agriculture.
They still drive.
But just a straight agriculture. But look how many people just. I mean, what is it? 9% of the global warming, the gas, the carbon comes from farms.
Yeah.
I think 12% comes from agriculture.
From all the farts of the cows.
Yeah, but the other rest of it comes from agriculture.
Yeah, I know.
So you're causing. Yeah. So the vegans are probably hurting even more than what the fuck.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm telling you. Like, and it
is the fart stuff. Yeah. It is the fart stuff.
You know, so it's like that's what I'm telling you, bro. It's all fucking conditioning.
So I think life eats life, though, right? Because you can't survive without it.
You can't just be like, oh my god, I'm not gonna consume. I'm not saying, oh, don't, because look at me, man. Look at this. Look at this. Zoom into this shit.
It's a lot of crunches there, baby.
A lot of motherfucking crunches, people. I'm gonna tell you right
Crunch,
now.
Nestle Crunch.
Yeah. So you know, I'm not saying, oh, fucking don't do it. What I'm trying to say is just like, be conscious about it, right? Be conscious and be precautious where you can be. Because, like, I'm not saying you can't avoid it. It's like fast food, right? Like, you're on a diet and shit, but you drive through fucking 10 McDonald's on your way home.
Is that a trip? How they have that shit? They do it on purpose, though.
But that's what I'm telling you. But that's how life is.
Yeah. But it's because that's what sells, right? It's because that's supply and demand. That's what people want.
You always want to have that shit in your mind, right? Yeah. You always want to have the conditioning that goes back to that shit. So look at the deal. Like, I'm not saying, oh my God, I'm going to be Jesus Christ. I'm going to be making fucking my own wall shit. Or, like, you know, because ultimately, life eats life, right? So you got to just kind of take it for what it is. But then at the same time, like how we just become so fucking obsessed with just me, like you said, like that ignorance of, oh, well, I'm not the one dropping the bombs on you. Yeah. Oh, I'm not the one that. But you are the one killing the fucking oceans. You are driving the fish away. You are the one fucking making, you know, all this shit.
Dude, that
happen.
fucking, the overfishing is crazy. That one trips me out. Right. The overfishing trips me out.
Pero es que si tragamos,
fuck, that's me too. Look, when I go to sushi food, I fuck up a boat.
That's what I'm telling you. That's the American way. That's the American dream.
Yeah, dude, big.
And I love it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like a catch-22 because like, fuck, I love it, and then it's killing me at the same time. Yeah, you can't. At the end of the day, you really can't. But that shit... No, because, I mean, at the end of the day, but that's what... I mean, that's what's cool now because you kind of see people waking up to that. And you get the organic movement. You got the whole, was it self-farming?
No, but to say something, we want to little by little. We want to start using now, implementing these technologies, and what's gotten us here. Now we gotta fucking use it for the better, right? Like saying, okay, we're still gonna consume, we're still gonna use plastic, we're still gonna, because plastic is on everything.
It's
right?
everything.
It's on fucking
everywhere.
everything.
It's your fucking clothes.
Yeah. My G-string, probably most likely 50% plastic. So that's what I'm telling you. You know, shit like that. So. But now it's like we're at a point where we just continue to use that ignorance and consume and end ourselves, or use the fucking where we're at now and fucking flip it.
For the better, right?
It's gonna take a village.
A lot of people.
You know what I mean? It's
gonna take a
all
lot
of
of people to fucking
take
die
all of
off
us.
too.
It's gonna, yeah, of course, and then but it takes
All the
all of us
old,
who,
all
like,
those old fucks.
yeah, but we can't just be blaming it on the old folks because honestly, I know people my age and younger who are ignorant as fuck.
Oh yeah.
And they're having kids by the multiple. Don't even get me.
Yeah,
going
but they
on
got
that.
no
I fucking
power.
hate you people. Like just fucking having kids. You can't even afford to have kids, and you're fucking having kids.
Let me ask you this. So do you think that's true
God
though? That is
fucking
very
damn
true.
it.
That is
You don't
very
have
true.
time to educate them. You don't have time to fucking show them anything in life.
Is
The
that's the
things
poor
that
thing, though,
matter.
right?
Because ABC can suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't teach them that shit. Morals and standards. Teach them how to love. Teach them how to understand these things. Teach them why it's important.
Why it's important.
But
Yeah.
we don't teach them that shit.
Teach them how to
We're teaching
read.
them how to be fucking transsexuals and bisexuals and gender neutral, and we're teaching them all this other shit. And it's like at the end of the day, you're wasting your fucking time on
That's the wrong ABCs
you know what
and
I'm saying?
shit.
Yeah, that's the wrong motherfucking ABC. And I'm not saying it's wrong.
No, but
Don't get me wrong. Like, oh, you
not
want to
in
be
a 3-year-old.
But I'm just saying, you know, and that. But what I'm saying is just like I don't want to go into that. You shit.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is just all this other shit going on that.
Yeah, but no,
we don't
you have a
the
lot of
time
different
to
shit.
educate people
Mhm.
on
No,
the things that really matter. Like they said, you know, elementary schools, you know, and you know we're so hung up on, you know, that's just one topic, and yeah, sure, you know, the people are sensitive and they, you know, it's so many shit. But I'm saying, like, you know, why don't we just equally as mad because we're not teaching our kids how to do farming, you know, or how to, you know,
What was it? Balance the checkbook
you
or
feel me?
fucking no.
Well, just ponle pero pero they were like,
So
you know,
antes,
I'm just saying,
that's
you know,
but
like,
that's just
little
it's
kids, right?
actual stuff that works.
The actual shit that actually matters.
Definitely. What you should do, like how to shop, how to use this, how to fuck. No, but like actually
I mean?
shit that works, not
Right,
fucking.
Right.
Let's dissect the frog because you know when you get out of here, you're
like
fucking
no,
murdering
but
frogs.
like I don't like I think there's you know tiempo al tiempo. Like I think they should figure that out as they get older. But I think I'm just saying like when we're younger, when we're kids and shit, right? Like all this, like how we just
throw them into a school system. I think that's
like,
that's what fuck people
like
fuck up too.
All the real shit that we, you know, that now that we communicating, we have social media and we have all these ways of communicating. All this information that we now have on just how we want our behavior to improve, you know, and we found this out through technology, right?
Mhm.
Because now we're all very honest and call it memes, call it whatever the hell you want, like, but then like there's all this shit, there's all this knowledge, and then I think we're all in a place where we can agree that we have to change those things, right, in order for us to be better. Because if we keep doing the same school system, bro, it's fucking stupid.
It doesn't stop.
You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of like what the whole gender neutral thing is, because they're like, okay, there has to be change. Schools can't be like that. They can't be that close-minded. That's one thing, and I respect
you can look at it. You can look at it. Yeah,
you feel me?
That's
like,
another way to look at it.
That's the way.
That's
you know
another
what
way to. But that's like in the wrong direction.
But then,
I guess good-hearted.
Well, exactly. But then what I'm saying is like, okay, you're building on that.
Mm-hmm.
We should start building just as strongly as we're building on that to everything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's what I'm saying. We're at a point where we can use our kind of go back to what we're talking about, like you know.
So
we're
teachers are teachers school. They're tax paid, right? Teachers and all that shit, or they're tax paid, right?
Unless you're like in a private school.
In the private schools, okay. So what do you think about giving the teacher paying the teachers more? Because I think if you're going to be in the system already, right? Because apparently the system's not going to change. Because the better system would have your kids not go to school when they're fucking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Is have them explore, have them fucking use their. What do you think when you're locked up in a room for fucking 8 hours a day and shit? You want to get the fuck out. The kids are not really learning.
They got to be conditioned.
They're the workers.
When they made the fucking school system,
it was made for workers.
It was workers.
Yeah, so that's why everything's by the bell.
Streamlined.
And you know, it's a whistle that brings you into school. It's a whistle that brings you out. It's conditioning, right? Exactly, it is. So you get the conditioning part. So the ideal would be have them fucking explore for the first fucking 8 years of their life, right? As a fucking kid.
Yeah, but we don't want them to do wildings either.
Gee, that's a fine line.
It's because we're society, right? We have to start getting.
It's a new society.
Like, right?
But if you're not going to get that,
the old way of doing it is just maybe a stupid way of doing it.
But ideally, the reality is that you're not going to get that. Or no, unless the system completely fails right now, that corrupts.
This is what I'm telling you, Sergio. This is the thing. This is the key word. Like, as a system, you're not going to get it. As an individual, it's your responsibility to make that happen for your child or for your own life. Am I right?
True. No, true. That's on your.
Because if I rely on the fucking system, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, that's the parent.
I'm gonna do whatever, right? And then I'm just gonna blame it on the system.
Totally agree.
Because now we're at this point where, like I said, we're at this conscious point, right? Because I don't think people were having those conversations. Maybe they were. Maybe they weren't. I don't fucking know. I wasn't there. But what I'm saying is, like, now I feel like we're at this turning point with all the education and everything that we know, the internet, all the
most information ever,
right?
Yeah,
the most fucking information ever. You just had it. For you to be fucking relying on a fucking system that failed you.
Yeah. You should no. You really shouldn't.
Oh, that's
No,
what I'm
no,
saying.
and you
You
should
change your individual. You change
No,
the way you do your
of
things.
course,
You
definitely.
become the leader. You become the one holding the torch.
But like we
And
said,
we don't
not
have that
everybody-
anymore.
But like we
Hey,
said,
George
not
for
every-
president,
2020.
2025.
I vote for vice president. I'll be his vice president. The guy in the back. I don't do nothing.
For you bitches. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
do nothing.
You know what I mean, though?
No,
Because
yeah,
you
but
have to-
definitely.
you
But
have
the
to carry
person,
the torch different.
but again, the reality of it, that not everybody thinks the same way, right?
But
Unless,
la pelan, güey. That's
sí,
the
babe,
thing.
I know, but you're not going to go
Survival
on,
of the fittest, too.
but
You
you're not
gotta
going to
be-
go
you
on a
gotta be-
mass extinction
Yeah, but survival of the
or
fittest, my
fucking
friend.
extermination.
Survival of the fittest.
I agree. We'll totally agree. What I'm saying, what I was getting to is, no, what I was getting to is paying teachers more. Because the reality
Oh,
is,
sorry. Yeah, hey, teachers.
no, I totally agree with what you're saying. That's the thing. Because
No, child development,
it's all
child care is super
accountability.
fucking important.
I think that's what we agree on.
It's super fucking important. They're the ones that they're the ones that's gonna be, sustain society after like you said, after all our dumb fucks die, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, lo que te digo. Now that we recognize that, now that we're at that turning point,
Have them change the
have
shit.
them change it.
That's what
That's
what
I know
would agree with.
so many young teachers out there, you know what I mean, like, and they're implementing that, but they're so restricted by the
They
fucking
can't do
system
nothing. That's what I'm
that
saying.
they can't change it. And there's beautiful minds out there, man.
Oh, yeah,
they're
fuck
fucking
yeah.
dedicated ass people, man. You feel me? And they want to change it, and they want to implement these things that they are learning now. And it's like, and we're always evolving. Shit's always changing. And then you're reading this fucking book from 1965, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of knowledge of it because obviously that's where we're at, right? Because you got to know where you came from to know where you're going,
Yeah.
you know, type of thing. So, but kind of going back to them changing the game, like allow them to change the game. That's what we do for everything, you know. Like use the game analogy, right? Like we let people change the game all the time.
Change it up all the time.
You
Well,
feel
that's
me?
what
And we
what is it? The
respect it,
private
Like
schools.
the Oreo Foster, you know?
Maybe it's not gonna work forever,
No, yeah, but what
But
is
it'll
it?
work for
It's the
the
private
times,
schools,
right?
right? The private schools are able to do it.
right?
They're able to do their work. Their way.
And even then, I think I mean, there's always gonna be in the work environment. There's gonna be certain guidelines. The thing is that now,
Yeah, because you don't want wildlings.
that
Like
these
you said.
fucking
you don't want wildlings
You don't want
and
these
shit.
crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, you really don't. Yeah, at the same time, because
Yeah.
you still want a civilization, right?
For
Because
sure.
that's the reason why we're not
For sure.
living in
But
bushes
now I
and
think
shit
it's just like
and
we
getting
need
jacked
it.
by tigers.
But now it's like I think now it's like the times, right? I'll give you an example, right? These fucking kids are on their computer, on their not even the computer, their phone. 'cause
Phone.
These motherfuckers
It's a
don't
fucking
even,
computer.
But these motherfuckers, hold on though, they don't even know how to use it as a computer.
That's true.
They just call it a phone.
That's true.
The most ignorant, basic fucking way of using it is a phone.
Yeah.
Because it's not a fucking phone anymore.
It's a computer.
And they call it a phone.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
And they don't even know how to
programs don't
use
even
it.
use the
No, but
programs.
that's what I'm
I
telling
don't even know.
you.
I don't even fucking use the programs
the
on my
majority
shit.
of us don't. You just said yourself, you don't even know you wanted to develop an app. You don't even know an app user. We live in Silicon Valley, people.
And I don't know an app.
I don't know if you know that, but this is Silicon Valley.
And I don't know an app.
You feel
fucking
me?
maker.
You know a coder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like what? Like all of it, like people everywhere, China and fucking everywhere are probably thinking, oh, Silicon Valley. These fools are learning how to do coding. These fools are doing the
Fuck no.
technology. No, our kids are just as ignorant as you, America.
As the rest, we're
all workers.
Fucking, yeah, we're a servant. We're servants. We're a services. What a service country. That's where we have the most restaurants. We have the
That's
most
what I'm saying,
fucking.
man.
We serve.
That's what I'm saying.
We're deliveries.
So when it comes to that shit about teachers and everything,
we need it.
do we need to change it? We need to
like
change
even,
it. The game
like
needs to
even
be
the like, same thing. Like even the cops, right? Because like you have a fucked up society, right? The cops don't get paid a lot.
Don't get me going on the cops.
No, but see,
They get paid a lot, man.
they don't get
There's
not to
some
put your life on the line, bro.
There's some motherfuckers out there
Not to
making
get
like
paid your life.
$200K.
Not to put your life
They
on
don't
the
pay their line every minute of their
Pero
job.
todavía, güey.
They're sitting in their car for like 8 hours.
Not all of them.
Like
not all of them.
The average cops works like 2 hours and shit.
But not all of them.
The rest of the time is just reporting and chilling
Okay,
and
but
being in the car.
Organize that.
Working
Fix
out.
it. Use proper resources. Again,
That's
change
what
the
I'm
game,
saying.
right?
Again,
Change the game.
The fucking system is
The
broken.
system, that's what I'm saying.
And it's not working for everybody
It is
anymore
not.
because
It
we're
is
using
not.
an old fucking system. You feel me? It's time to revolutionize it. They're a victim of the thing. And don't even get me going, man. They're acting like a fucking gang because they don't have checks and balances.
Because they don't have it anymore.
You feel me? And it's like that shit needs to change too.
That
And
that
these
stuff needs to change.
motherfuckers are resistant to change because
They know what's gonna come out. Yeah. They're humans.
You're a fucking gang, police officers.
You're a gang. I'm so pro cops, though. Right, guys.
Yeah.
See, I'm so
What he
pro
said.
because you need them, bro. Because who the fuck are you gonna call
Well,
at the end
you
of
need
the day?
people to clean your toilets, but you don't need them to be assholes either.
Pues claro, güey, but
You
not
feel
all.
me?
But not all. See, but you're painting a broad
but I
brush.
get it, but what
You're
I'm
painting
saying
a very broad
but what I'm
brush.
saying, but what
Just
I'm
like
saying
those,
is like these
just
guys,
like those
yeah,
hombres.
there's
hombres.
so many fucking holes in the justice system.
Yeah,
There's so many holes in it.
lawyers,
There's
cops,
so many shit. There's so much shit going on, and
judges.
because they're human, they don't want to change it. Because they have conflict of interest when it comes to their work
Oh yeah.
and their personalities. They're acting like thugs. They're doing the shit. They're not doing their job right.
No, they're not.
You feel me? Like, why do you see a cop and you feel like a criminal when you're driving, even though you're not doing shit?
Because you're scared. Because
those motherfuckers are not. They're
rapport. They're not that
fucking,
anymore.
They're not anymore. So you took that away from the people, man.
Yeah, that part. Yeah, that I did agree.
If you don't agree with, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit right there. That simple thing right there.
Yeah, that's true.
And I
compare it to a shark. You ever see that? You ever see when they're driving on the freeway? I tell my girl all the time. I do it. Every time you see a cop, it's like a great white is in the water.
Yeah.
When you're on the freeway, everybody fucking moves from the shark.
Right.
Get away from the shark for everybody back the fuck up. Right. And that I do agree with. And that's the part that needs to change. I had a teacher that one time where I was going for criminal justice and all that shit. And I had a teacher tell me, and he goes, "Do you know what's the number one thing that I hate that cops do?" He's an ex-cop.
Yeah.
He goes, "That I hate that when the cops are patrolling the streets, they're all rolling with their windows up." He goes, "What the fuck are you doing? Roll your fucking window down. Get to know your," like, he goes, that's something simple like that. That's in his head. It was like something simple that you could, and when you pull up to a light, you could talk to the car next to you and say, "Hey, how's it going?" Because you're here to protect and serve. You're here for the people at the end of the day, right?
That's what I'm telling you.
No, of course. But to paint a broad, because I know cops, I know, whatever. Yeah. I've been pulled over by cops.
Yeah.
It might be because I'm a fucking lighter shade.
Right.
I'm less pigment and shit.
I'm the wrong type of brown.
You might be the wrong type of brown. You get fucked with more. And that's reality. That's a reality of life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It turns in, but then it turns into.
But it doesn't give you the right to generate.
Oh no, fuck no. Yeah. Well, for both ways. The same way the cops doesn't take right to it goes both ways.
And that's what I'm telling you. When it comes to the dividedness, right? I respect
tribalism.
I respect them. I respect an officer. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, fuck you. I'm gonna be a thug towards him." You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I said, But at the same time, we're so fucking divided that it's like, well, if I'm not gonna get that respect back, then at the same time it's like, fuck. And that's what they're not getting from it, right? They hide behind the whole human side of it, but when it comes time to be human, they want to be cops, or they want to use their force, their force. And that's when it's fucked up because there's no more balance, and we're so divided now that it's like if something doesn't change, you know what I mean? We're becoming those fucking movies from the 1990s, bro. Where fucking society's all fucked up. People are all fucking hating the cops. We got a clown for a president.
We're going back again. Yeah, we're going back.
We're in a bad Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I love Arnold.
But we need an Arnold.
One of his.
But we need a fucking Arnold. And Arnold's already a government. Hey, Arnold, come back, baby.
Come back, Arnold.
He's making another Terminator movie, dog. Like, stop making movies. Get back over here.
Get back in office.
Kill some motherfuckers. Get yourself 50 cal. Run around and do it like the movie. We're already there. Reality and shit. We go back to what we said earlier.
We go back.
We're there. People will accept it. We accept Donald Trump for saying that shit. People accept it. The people that are followers to him, how they are so susceptible.
But even the people that don't follow, like even the people that don't follow him, the people that hate it, like they'll lose interest in following week because there is so much information coming into them.
It's so conflict of interest. It's about what you want
at that time.
So si yo no me importa, I'm gonna tune out.
Yeah.
But there's still the reality. He's still president. He's still fucking there.
A lot of shit's still going. Yeah.
So it's just like because you close your door on it, because you're fucking that cop that rolls up your window. The reality is still happening around you. Shit's still going on.
Everything's still going.
People are not respecting you. People are not trusting you.
And everything's
close your window. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's true. Or even fucking like you don't even see like cops walking anymore. But it turned into like, I'm gonna get jumped.
Better look at the.
You know what I mean? Like but now it turned into like it's a them versus us with everything. It's not just cops. It turns into like the them versus us in society.
The fucking division.
Republicans, Democrats.
That's what I'm saying. The division is
it's strong now. I think it got even stronger now. Right. Like way even stronger now. Now with everybody having the ability to be able to contact and tell each other fuck you and good job and you know what I mean. They're able to fucking get in a little think tank. And they have a group of 100 people, and that's all they talk about is that one fucking thing. Yeah. So now that is a reality.
Right.
They don't hear nothing else from anybody else's fucking point of view.
And that's what I'm telling you. We're desensitized to so much now because of the fucking social media.
So what's your answer? Just fucking kill everybody?
What's the answer? Like I just told you before, you carry your own torch.
Kill everybody. We'll go down.
Hey, don't get me wrong. Fucking if Schwarzenegger rolls up with some fucking machine guns, I'm gonna rally up right
behind, baby.
The thing is, like, what is he rallying for?
Yeah, right. Just kill people, dog. Fuck it.
It's just like, hey, man.
See, but this is
a purge,
which is crazy. No,
is that what you're saying? We need a purge.
And what brings you back to the Joker times, right? To the Joker movie.
I love purges.
Right. So times like this, I think, is when a strong man comes out. This is the reason why Donald Trump came out, right? Because this has been going on since like 2008. People defending this
Donald Trump thing came out because they conditioned people. That shit was fucked up.
No,
that Donald Trump thing for me is the biggest hack to the human mind ever.
Yeah, I believe it too. I've been saying that shit forever.
He didn't do it.
They did it for him.
People that did it, bro.
I've been saying that shit for a while, right? That's like the brilliant.
The craziest fucking human hack
I think it's brilliant.
And that's just the experiment, the social experiment that they did on us, and that we're living right now. Like I told you, fool. Like it's just we're so fucking conditioned that it goes back to the 100%.
How controlled can we be? What is like? It's even and now they're even getting more fucking blatant about the whole 5G. Remember the whole 5G coming out?
Yeah.
How that's gonna come out and fucking is mind controlling.
Yeah.
They put it on a certain tempo on a fucking certain frequency.
Right.
It could control your mind. It said it could calm your mood.
Yeah.
What the fuck would you want to calm someone's mood unless people are already upset at something?
Who are you to tell me? Yeah. Who are you to even tell me that I need to calm down? You know what I mean? Like,
calm down for what? So what's the first thing you do when fucking people are rioting? Hey, calm them down, baby.
Like protesting.
Yeah, anything.
But
I think people are rioting. People going crazy. The Joker.
Well, that's what
people are going low.
That's lo que te estoy diciendo, güey. And it's about to hit that tipping scale.
No, I'm saying you can use the same thing. Like people protesting.
Yo, yeah, shut them up.
Change, right? You want
right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm just saying. Calm your ass down. That's what I'm telling you.
I think, and that's why I kind of think that we're kind of lost already, because I think they already got to the far where they could just put.
But that's what I'm telling
flip
you. Flip
of a switch.
Call it a fucking conspiracy theory.
I don't call it. It is. It's a fact. You can Google it.
For, you know,
you can Google it.
And not just Google it for. I mean, you can feel it.
You can feel it. It's in the air.
It's just the people, but like we're just so disconnected. We're just so disconnected with nature, with ourselves, even
and
with
ourselves.
ourselves.
These computers,
no, even with ourselves, because like, why are we on so many medications? Why do we need to be constantly fucking stimulated? No, we're being stimulated with alcohol, with weed, with fucking pills, and now they're gonna be stimulated electronically. Well, digital.
Dopamine.
What
no, you do. You get dopamine from the likes.
Yeah.
When you get on your phone and you see a like.
No, but another way.
But it's a super light dopamine that you don't even.
You don't notice, but
you don't notice
you need
it,
that
and you want it.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Yeah. And that's that conditioning. I'm telling you, like,
it's true.
Our minds are not ours anymore.
They're not. That's why I've been trying to get away from even. I stopped listening to a lot of podcasts and stuff.
Don't commit suicide if you're listening to this.
Everybody.
Oh my God! Motherfucking guys are right. Ah, fuck!
We love you guys. It's a beautiful world.
And that day, all his followers committed suicide.
All three.
Who goes to jail?
All three.
Who goes to jail on this one?
All three followers.
Fuck. So who goes to jail if you survive? Me or you? You like? I'm just gonna say right now, government. It was his fault. He brought me on here. It was his idea.
I did not know that he was gonna start a cult. He was cool to talk to.
America, follow me. Follow me.
This
follow
guy,
me to the change.
Follow this guy, man.
Follow the torch. Follow the torch.
George 2020.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just that's what it is, man. That's what it is. It's just.
Like and then I think it's gonna get even crazier now, because have you seen the fucking have you seen those videos of the alien? We're gonna change the topic. The aliens. Right? I'm gonna switch it up real quick.
Aliens.
Fucking aliens, guys.
No, I love that guy. And I love aliens.
Those fucking videos of the ones of the Navy or the fucking Air Force where they log on the fucking little, they call it the Tic Tac because it's the shape of a Tic Tac, and then so they have it locked on the camera, and then the fucking pilot, he's hitting it with all the different camera, infrared, fucking locking on and all that shit, right? Like, okay, it's a real object, we could see it, like I guess it's him and two other pilots and shit, like okay, we could actually physically see it, like a couple hundred yards away and shit. Look that shit up, way. And then fucking whatever, right? So they finally lock onto it, and I guess when they lock onto it, they couldn't lock onto it because it was fucking jamming their radar. They purposely jamming their radar, right? So I was like, what the fuck? And they're on there like, oh, what the fuck? That's crazy. And then so they're looking at it, and then it fucking just moves hella quick to the left, and like the cameras go crazy, you know, what the fuck? And they kind of try to get it again, and like, oh no, and the dude's like, we don't have that kind of capability here, like fuck that, like. Yeah. And then like, so there's twice already happened. So now the Air Force is coming out and said, yeah, we don't know what the fuck. They call it it's not UFOs, it's called
Well, this is U.S. Navy. It's confirmed UFO videos are real deal.
Yeah, see CNN, baby. That's fake news.
Oh man, don't believe.
Oh, you fucking fake.
Is that from Star Wars? What? Oh, that's not the alien. I thought that was the
it's just a little Tic Tac. So it's whatever. So the dude comes out. Even the guy that's seen it, the recorder, he came out on an interview saying like, yeah, you know, blah blah. Like he take his credentials and all, you know, whatever. And I think that's just gonna make everybody go even crazier, bro.
Aliens?
Yeah.
How's it gonna make people go crazy?
What do you think people go crazier, or you think you ignite them?
Well, the thing that's what I'm
go back to the conditioning.
What do they want us to do?
So what do you think? What do you think right now?
You know what I'm saying?
At this very moment, where you see how society is right now, and then next week they come out and say, "Hey, aliens are fucking real, and they're hovering around us, and they're trying to probe you in your anus."
I'm down for the anus part.
Right? All right.
If it's a Tina's,
sounds like a good time.
if they're gonna use a Tina's on me.
Are they using Tina's?
Are you using a Tina's? Excuse me, Mr. Allen. Are you gonna be using a Tina's?
I'm down if it's a Tina's only.
I'm down if it's Tina's.
I heard it's the best.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, it's again, like, I guess, everything is perspective wise. Like, what do you call unity? We united when we got attacked in 9/11.
They were united. I think
You know what I
people
mean?
were united.
Well, we were united in shit and
for a cause.
some bullshit.
Yeah, but people didn't know that.
But
People didn't know
what
the
I'm
cause.
saying is, like,
But here it is. You're gonna have to get a fucked up angle. But for the people that are watching this, I can watch this on YouTube because this is fucking government official video. So fuck off.
Right? The government said this is official, so we're going with it.
So
that's it right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, look, and the way it moves and shit, and then if you guys know who Bob Lazar is, it's some other dude that used to work in a fucking like for Area 51 and all that shit. He said that it was like back in the 80s. That he said that the aircraft they found, the alien, was that shape and it was able to rotate, all kind of crazy and like. And then he said they had some kind of I forgot what, some kind of chemical, not a chemical, what is it, a compound?
Yeah.
That wasn't discovered yet,
right?
And then fucking they're like, this is crazy. And then like maybe 10 years later, oh yeah, we have this chemical, and and then now that comes out,
right?
And the same kind of shape, the way it's moving,
right.
So
no, the whole alien situation is tricky.
I find it amazing, bro, because like,
it's tricky. It's intriguing. It's intriguing, and it's a tricky ass subject. It's as sensitive as the LGBT ABC thing, It's just, it's either you love it,
people get mad.
It's either you love it or you hate it. You know what I mean?
Or it's bullshit.
You know what I mean? Like it's just some crazy shit because
Do you believe aliens?
Well, the governments, I think even Abba was telling me that they were saying that one of these Asian presidents' wives came out saying she was abducted and that it was all over their news over there, and shit like that. And they were just saying like, call it whatever, right? But I'm just saying like, but then they're saying like, yeah, the aliens are real, bro, like whatever. But this is like a government official too. So what makes it unofficial? That is not our government.
No, it's not true.
You feel me?
The only thing I say is like when it's someone famous. Well, because you could take two sides, right? Because when someone says,
that's what I'm telling you,
right? Because one side could be like, why the fuck would an alien abduct some dude in a barn? Right?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's so special about you? She's a president's wife. So that makes more sense.
Right.
Kind of thing.
So that's what I'm telling you. It's always like,
that would make more sense to be
shit, right?
Yeah, because otherwise,
and then you could be like, you could be like, well, if you wanted to study people and like they're
natural habitat,
or yeah, exactly. Then you would take the
farmer. So, or if you don't want people to notice, you take the farmer.
So it's always like, it's a double standard. It's always like we interpret it. It's up for interpretation. So it's that's what I'm telling you. At this point, it's up for interpretation.
Yeah.
Is it a unity to like unite us in a good way or to start a fucking another war? Like now it's like, oh, we need to fucking put a space defense because fucking aliens are real.
And they're doing that shit.
But I'm just saying, like,
no, they're really they're gonna put weapons into that bitch.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So like, like that shit, you know what I mean? Like
that's been going down since Obama.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. Is that really unity? Or it goes back to like why people hated Obama because they were already patrolling us, taking our privacy away. He signed so much shit that Trump's using now that people are like, oh, people are like, Trump? And it's like, Obama put that shit there just so people a lot of people don't know. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, he did a lot of people for the common folk, but then like your privacy and a lot of other shit was taken away. He even started the whole thing of chipping people. Like the welfare people.
Oh yeah,
like and they was like, call it what you want. Like, oh yeah, they need to be monitored. They need to be drug tested. Yeah, they do. Whatever, fuck it, because they're using the system. But now the system using them to like experiment on you.
Yeah, bro. Not a fucking
and then we've always been an experiment. But look at thing,
but people are gonna volunteer for that.
Yeah,
I think people are gonna volunteer to chip in, and because it's not gonna be the government.
So that's what I'm saying. Are we gonna fucking make?
It's gonna be a government branch, right? Because Google's government, bro.
Oh yeah, that's what
Google's fucking DARPA.
Yeah, those motherfuckers are fucking the Umbrella Corporation. Bro.
That's fucking Skynet.
Umbrella Corporation. Call it whatever you want.
That's all together.
We know who you are, Google.
That's Skynet and Amazon's fucking umbrella.
Oh yeah,
they're fucking
those motherfuckers. Bro.
They're both crazy, bro.
But look at they were like, we're just victims of kind of our reality, and now we're mimicking those fucking movies that we saw as kids, and are we a victim of conditioning? Because these motherfuckers, what I mean? Because we like look at all this pop culture for the 80s and shit, right? Like everybody's like, oh, the 80s, they're so cool. Everybody wants to do it. All these TV shows are mimicking it, but they're not doing that. Like I'm just saying, like they're touching that. They're doing that on purpose to remind all of us people, 35, 40 year olds, whatever, of the young kid or whatever that imagine all these things, that imagine the flying cars, that imagine the fucking bad Schwarzenegger movies.
This is where you didn't go.
And now it's like, now we have the technology for it. So now we're like, oh yeah. Like now we're becoming susceptible to it. We're becoming susceptible to aliens now, and like and it's like because we've seen so many movies, we've been so fucking programmed
to so many alien fucking movies.
You know, we're gonna be okay to seeing aliens or not.
You know what they got nicer?
We have chaos. It's gonna be like a movie, right? And it's like, oh shit, like we seen this in a movie.
Oh yeah, then we could do this. That's what I've always said. We've seen it in the movie.
Or if it goes the other way, you know, we fucking make Super Troopers or whatever the fucking movie's called.
No, have you seen The Arrival?
We're gonna go fucking fight these aliens.
Have you seen The Arrival? So they know how to make energy from sun, but they were killing each other.
You know,
yeah, it's true though. They're all fucking. I mean,
the Arrival thing. Yeah, I've seen that one.
So you notice they get nicer now. So now it's making like.
But it's like
it's like a lending
that's what
hand.
I'm telling you. But that's what I'm telling you. It's how you present the information to people, and where are we at as a society, and what are we gonna be susceptible to? Like I really like that movie because it was like the way that they put it was like, you know, these fools were here to help us save ourselves and whatever, yada yada. You know, and it's kind of gay. Or call it whatever you want.
No, but it was a good movie.
Then,
I like it.
But then the whole thing behind it of how they communicated or how whatever
that was a trip.
It was like fuck. You're just educated on something.
There's
else.
a different way to communicate.
It's like opening your fucking mind and like that shit to me. I was like, oh shit, like we do that already, but like wow, what a deep way of explaining it now in another way, and like, you know, put it in a language
like a universal fucking code and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
universal language.
Like you like pretty much like, oh, my gut feeling is a universal language, or your heart talking to you is,
you know it.
I mean? Like,
yeah.
Something that you know right from wrong too.
It's like, what is it when someone like a smile, like that's a universe. That's like everybody like universally.
Well, you know what I mean? Like,
but something like you could be from the middle of nowhere and you know a smile. It's like, oh shit. So that's a universe. You know what I mean? Everybody knows it.
So, you know, I mean, and just kind of making you again accept those things and those changes, right? And then what is it going to be? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I think at this point I feel like we're being directed, right?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Definitely.
It's like, what is the director going to do? Is he going to give us bad aliens, or is he going to give us good aliens?
Is it going to be a twist?
You feel me? Or is it going to be fucking natural?
There's going to be two aliens, bro.
You feel me? So
2 different aliens, and they're going to try to fight to keep us.
You know what I mean? It just sounds so much. It sounds methodical. It sounds like a movie. It just sounds like shit.
Well, everything's playing out like a fucking movie.
You feel me? So it's like now it's like, are we really here?
Are we?
Joker.
That movie was fucking brilliant, though. By the way, that movie was brilliant. But again, that's why I think people are because I keep hearing people coming out of it thinking they're saying, "Dude, am I crazy?" Yeah. Like people I even came out like, "The fuck? What's wrong with me?"
It's just that. Let me tell you something. Like the way I saw that is just that the average Joe doesn't think about those things.
Oh no, I know. But see, what I'm saying, but that's what people are afraid of. That people were like, people were actually like, didn't want to play it and shit. They're like, "Hey man, this is gonna cause like a fucking."
I'll tell you one thing. I have a lot of tendencies that he does.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's why. I think that's why we're like, what the fuck does that mean?
The thing is like,
that's what's brilliant about it.
That's what's so brilliant about it, right? Exactly. It's so brilliant about it.
It was brilliant, bro. I'll watch it with you.
The thing is like, you know, a lot of people, the average Joe doesn't think about those things, or like I was saying is like, I was telling Abba too, like, you know, like, we don't experience it firsthand because like how he was saying, we're told that there's nothing wrong with you. Mm-hmm. So then when you see it and then you can relate to it, then you're like, fuck it. If you don't think about it, because
there's nothing wrong with you.
Mm-hmm. You're like,
you condition yourself too.
And then boom, you see it and you relate to it and you're like, and everybody's seeing this guy as a fucking what it is, right? And then now you're like, fuck.
Yeah. No, it was fucking.
It's a rude awakening. It's a slap in the face.
It is like, oh fuck.
And that's what's happening to everybody. We're all antisocial. Everybody is. Everybody wants to be at home. Everybody wants to be binge watching. Yada yada. I'm not saying there's not people out there who are out there and fucking are super social and shit. Yeah. You know, they're out there.
But the majority are on the phone like this. Well, when you walk into a room, I walk into a room sometimes. When I go to work, right? You go into the cafeteria. I'll walk into the cafeteria, and there's a shitload of people. But you walk in, everybody's literally on their phone, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm one of them too sometimes, you know, I get like that. But there's times where when I notice it, I make it a point to put my shit down. Right. And even if no one's talking to me, I make it a point just to fucking look around. Yeah. Just to look, literally, just to look around.
Bro,
look at your environment.
I just did that the other day.
Masturbate?
That's the day.
Are we winning?
No, we still talking.
Okay.
So I went to the food court, sat down, and I was just looking at fucking like, it wasn't creep, but it was like
people
watching. But people now are saying that that's a creep because that's not the norm, and it's like that was normal, bro, for you to sit there and be like, oh,
people watch.
You know what I mean?
Like chilling.
Like
I could rob him. I could rob her. I could rob him.
I could totally rape that person. You know what I mean? Like
rape, rob. He's all raped, robbed, murdered.
You
know? How you gonna say that? How you gonna say that? I just did that the other day.
Yeah.
But it even felt weird for you because it's not even in the norm no more, or at least it made it a significant.
I was like,
it was significant enough for you to remember.
What a mindfuck is that, fool? You know what I'm saying? Like for people that don't get it, or it's a child who doesn't understand it, like. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, now I have to, like, because this is the new normal and shit, and the new normal shitty,
Let me look at my phone real quick.
You feel me? Like,
I don't
it's like
this.
You can't be social. You can't just sit there and be yourself. You can't even be.
You can't be bored.
You can't even be in your own thoughts.
You can't be bored anymore.
You can't be in your own thoughts.
Yeah, you can't because
it's weird. Like, oh, am I sitting here? Oh, you're so subconscious. You feel fucking, whatever, and that's nasty, bro. That
it's weird,
we do
right?
that to ourselves. I like to go on hikes because it's like I don't get to see people, and I can just walk, and I don't have to. I disconnect.
So what's your argument? So what would be your argument against people to say that that's where society is leading to? Like, you ever hear the expression to where, and I like the expression. If I look it up again, we looked at it last time. The humans are the sexual organs of machines, of robots.
That word descendants or what?
The humans are the sexual organs of robots. Right? Like that's all. Like basically, they were pretty much here made to put. I don't believe it myself, but they were made here to become that technology, right?
No, we're here to give birth to that technology.
Yeah, the reason why we're here, right? Would it be to create another life, to become that, right? And when you have that, in order to have that, and if you look at society, right, like from the Stone Age, it's fucking from the caveman.
Did he just plug himself? Smooth.
But from the Stone Age, you had the caveman, right? And then you get the fire, and then you always progress, and then you're getting out of the bushes and getting jacked from tigers and shit to the cities, to this to huts and whatever, right? It's always a progression.
Right.
On the outside of the world, you always want more. If you have a kid, you want your kid to have more than they had.
We're carrying the torch.
Yeah, you always carry the torch. But then what happens is, that torch is always dimmer. Right, you start out with a fucking great torch, and then your kids, which again goes into the content of you saying that you teach those people, right? Yeah. But essentially, what is it? Another one when they'll say, "Show me a great man from a great father," right? Because there's no such thing, because the son always comes out weaker, right? So if the society is meant to be like that, so now we're getting softer. Right, you go each generation is just softer and softer and softer. You don't need to go to hiking. For why am I going to go hiking for? Yeah. We're just because I'm using my brain for the technology.
Right, but that's what I'm telling you. It's all in the conditioning of things and how we carry our torch and how we educate the next person, right? Like how look at the carrying the torch is just you shining your light on people, your little light on people, right? Because I'm all up for technology, but I'm also all up for like the nature thing because there's things that we lost so much of, like our spiritual side and like who we are as human beings, and how we're connected to just Earth, you know what I mean? And then there's there's that's just like your chakras and your body because we we nurture from the Earth, right?
Because even contact from the Earth,
right? Yeah. So then now we have this other thing, which is kind of like our minds evolved. And then we created this technology. We created our environment. That's what we did, right? But then now it's like we're at a point, like I'm saying, like we're at a point of the evolution where it's like, como dices tú, like where are we gonna go? We're gonna tip in. We're just gonna become consumers and die off. And guess what? Boom.
Like WALL-E, remember WALL-E?
Yeah, and then it becomes or the WALL-E. So that's what I'm saying. It's just like again, like I said, see how we're directed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It can go into the other way, or it can go the other way, right? We're like we fucking end ourselves, and next thing you know, it's just fucking
it starts over again.
Terminator, and it's just fucking machines, doing their thing, like you just said, right? The birth of the AI and shit,
Because that's what gets me. I think that's where we're going to head to,
and that's fine, and that's perfectly fine. I think that's the beautiful thing. That's the beautiful thing about the human mind, right? And our creativity and shit. And that's why we strive for it. But the thing is that now we're just using everything to consume ourselves. That's what we're called consumers. We're just consuming ourselves. And we haven't noticed that. But then we do have those people, those beautiful minds out there, those people fucking carrying the torch.
that
are adjusting the way of their thinking, the way that they're teaching their sons, right? Because now it's like, well, why are you out there? Why are you doing this? Because, there's people reconnecting to Earth. There's people, rediscovering what it is.
Well, that's why I love the human, like the whole human species is always like you're always gonna have a branch.
But now we're applying this technology and this knowledge to it. But it's like, like, is it too late? Are we too lost?
That's what I'm thinking. I think we're a little on the tipping point to more of the darker side of it.
And that's what I'm telling you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we have a lifetime. We're not here forever. We're already, whatever.
We're halfway there.
You feel me? So it's like
we're halfway there.
So so I think it's just up to the individual, like I said, and that's all it is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if more of us can follow that path, the ones that wanted to follow that path, and I'm not saying like, leave technology. No, I'm not saying. I'm saying like just evolve it. Use the technology, use the mind. And at the same time, now that you know how much the earth and how that affects you, and all this knowledge that we're rediscovering, that we're relearning, you know what I mean? Like, you apply however you want, you know what I mean? And then, like, como te digo, again, it goes back to the whole thing about you don't rely on the system. If the system already failed you, then you don't rely on it. No, learn how to work it. Learn how to fucking be around it, because that's the number one thing that kind of changed my
work around it. Because if you get into it, eventually the system manipulates you into the system.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, like you're so caught up into it, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Want to go
if you know how to do it,
right behind you. No, but it's true though. I mean, because you get, I think people. I mean, and then it's a rat race too. Because I mean, like even after this conversation, we'll probably. I mean, not necessarily, but. Someone else has this kind of type of conversation and they'll agree with you and have everything to say, and then they'll go off and they'll live because they still got to pay the bills. They still got to, that's what people. I guess it's always easier said than done, right? That's
it's like getting abs. I'm not gonna walk out of here and just say,
fuck yeah, I'm getting yoked. I'm getting yoked after this.
Yeah.
You good?
Thank you, gentlemen.
No, I want some.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You know what I mean? It's a thing. It's like like they said, like I said, like it's like fucking brushing your teeth. You gotta just do it every day.
It's a constant.
And it's hard. It's more difficult than that. Like I said, you simplify the things, right? You simplify it and then you say, where where do I want to go in life? What do I see? What are my beliefs? As an adult, because that's what most of us are. We're adults, and you gotta figure it out.
Out, bro. Talking about aliens and shit.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Aliens and cocaine. You think aliens do cocaine? Jimmy Carter said that if he became president, he would release the government UFO information to the public. Once he was elected, he decided not to do national security concerns. Yeah, all of them did the same thing. All of I mean, they all did the same thing with the whole
Trump said it too, that he was gonna go and say about the Area 51, and then
wait, didn't he release some papers too? But it's like they're all what's it called, rectified, whatever the fuck.
If he wrote, they don't make sense.
No, they were all like, it was hella didactic.
I'm gonna make the report, and I'm gonna give it to you.
No, he
Here it is. Sir, it's 2 words.
It's awesome. It's great.
It is the best.
It is the best.
The best
UFO paper report
in history. Like, sir,
no, but he released a UFO report, but it's all redacted. It had a bunch of fucking
it was just
like, all right, we can't even see it.
Like, okay, do I just like fill in the blanks?
You just UFO is a blacked out.
This is how they give me my report.
I gave you what you wanted.
I fill in the blanks because I'm smart. Fuck that, he would say some shit like that.
He would do some shit like that. He would do.
Man, he's hilarious.
See, but I'm telling you, he is the biggest con. Like the biggest hack, the biggest.
He's the biggest hack too.
I think it's fucking brilliant.
And then people are like, it's all these ignorant white people, whatever. It's all you fight white people. But because they bought into it, and because we bought into it ourselves.
Dude, I know black people, Middle Easterns. I know everybody voted for that fool.
Yeah, I was. You know what I mean? Like,
I voted for him. Hey, no, I'll be real.
Hillary, or that's what I'm telling you.
I had a Hillary Clinton
I'm gonna tell you
prison shirt,
I'm gonna tell you.
And I still say Hillary prison. All right?
I'm gonna tell you.
I did not vote for Donald Trump.
Right.
But I'll be real with you though. With the first couple speeches I heard from him, I liked the shit he was saying. I was like, hey man, because that's what I told these guys. He's listening to conspiracy theorists. They're the only ones that they put
he was
pressure.
Talking to the average Joe.
But my thing is, conspiracy theories are the ones that put pressure on the politicians, because they're the ones year round for they're on it. Like most people, they fucking wean in and out of politics, but the conspiracy people, they're in that shit fucking 24/7, linking fucking toilets to fucking Bin Laden to like everything, right? They're linking everything. So once Trump started talking about that shit, all the conspiracy theories are like, oh fuck yeah, he's one of us.
But look, there was a man.
And they stopped pushing. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. And then they stopped pushing it. They stopped pushing all his dirt. They didn't put his dirt out there.
No.
They suppressed it because we like him because he's talking about what we're talking about.
Everybody fucking chooses their side, right?
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm telling you. Like, you know, then
it was brilliant plan.
But then I feel like
fucking Illuminati.
I feel like they just, you know, it is. I'm telling you, man. Like, and even when I went, you know, to vote, I remember sitting there and I was just like thinking to myself before I went in. And I was super gay, you know, but I was just like, dude, like I was torn apart because I was like, dude, this is fucked up that we would have to choose between these two fucks, and you know, it's like, oh, but you know, first woman president, yada yada.
Oh, that's horrible.
I have to fucking get on this shit because it's a moral thing, or this fucking guy who's saying the right things.
He's saying right. He's a dick, but he's saying the right things.
Yeah, and whatever, right? And I just that, but you know, but. You know, you also see him for what he is, and then your moral compass is like, well, fuck that guy. He's a fucking, you know what I mean? So it was just, it's fucked up because they put us in, you know, in a really tough situation.
How fucked up? That was our options.
You know what I mean? And it's like, but then that's what I'm telling you is like that's because of the people. You know, we fucking let that happen.
Exactly. That's what I've been telling people. Bro. I think Donald Trump is a perfect picture for what America is, bro.
The fucked up,
loud, fucking short attention span. Yeah. Fucking eat whatever the fuck you want. Like, you know what I mean? Do say whatever the fuck you want.
He's the epiphany of an American. Yeah. He's the embodiment of everything that's wrong with this country.
When he was throwing fucking towels at the Puerto Ricans, he was playing b-ball, bro. That's what I do at work.
Like, hey, y'all everybody got wet. Here's some towels. Wipe off the tears. Curry. Wipe him off. Curry. He's like, Curry on the 3. Splash, brother. He would do some shit like that, bro. But that's what I'm telling you, bro. He was the embodiment of everything that's wrong with us as a society.
Honestly,
because we're so divided, we're so full of shit, we're so full of shit ourselves that
double standards, and
you know what I mean. Like, some places he eats whatever he doesn't.
I heard he drinks like 6 Diet Cokes a day.
You know, I mean, just him being on Twitter, fucking, you know what I mean, like all that shit. I mean, it's just insane, and it's like call it what you want, but it's like the embodiment of everything that's wrong with us.
It is.
He listens to what he wants to. Short attention span. You know.
He blocks everything off. Yeah. He's in a little think tank. He blocks people if he don't like you.
The part is just that the people who put him there, the ones that fucking, you know, the ones pulling the strings. It just shows you.
They want that.
It just shows you.
They wanted that.
How much of a joke we've become.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. So that experiment, we're honestly like now the rat has become conscious that he's running the wheel. There's nothing he can do.
But he can't get off of it. He likes the wheel.
Yeah.
Motherfucker likes the wheel.
Let you sleep on that, motherfuckers.
Sleep on that,
sleep on that, America.
What you got for fucking curve ants, motherfucker? Show me this fucking Donald Trump hitting the 3.
Hey, he got a ring, and this nigga's taking a selfie.
Right here, dog.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Here, pass me the rock.
Terrible.
Hey, why is everybody white?
The real Puerto Ricans are not even putting their hands up. It's just
it's
just a fake actor.
What the fuck?
He's probably not even in Puerto Rico.
Hey, I just noticed that the dudes catching it were white.
They're all white.
This shit staged. So did you see that 3?
You don't need a house. No, he's like, you don't need a house. You need to build a home.
What is
here?
Like, you want a can? You want a can?
What does it smell like? Ass and poor people.
Oh man, that's fun.
You know, he's never been around poor people. And if he is, they're just cleaning around him.
That's what it is.
Food.
He probably thinks that.
Don't even talk to him.
I think he was so savvy.
Poor, like,
because
he's one of us. No, he's not.
No, yeah, he's so. I think he's savvy, bro. Because before he started running, he got awards from the national. What is it? The fucking APL or some shit like that. The people that defend the black folks.
Oh,
right. So he got awards from them.
Panthers?
the Black Panthers.
He came to Oakland.
I don't know. Whatever it is, right? One of those. He got awards and shit from for hiring a bunch of black people and like for minorities.
They like to be called black.
What African Americans?
Nah,
okay,
man. I'm just saying isn't that so stupid?
African American.
We gotta fucking now it's like.
Well, you don't say brown people for Mexicans.
That's what I'm saying. Brown people. Well, what are we gonna be like? The Redskins and the yellow skins.
The yellow skins. Shit. What shit? We're already there. We call white people. They're the only people.
At what point do you stop being African? Like when do you want to take that title out? It's like fourth or fifth generation Mexicans.
I'll be real with
They'll
you.
be like, oh, well, I'm just an American. And they get mad fool because they'll be like, I'm a Chicano. I'm not even a Chicano no more because I don't even speak Spanish.
Bro.
My grandpa's grandpa just lived here. So
that's true. You're American.
At what point do these African Americans stop being African?
I'll be real with you.
Technically, we all came from Africa.
We did.
Aliens.
I'm 0.8% black.
Yeah, man, we just kept circling back to the same bullshit.
I'm 1.8% black. Nah, but I'll tell you this though, a lot of like the actual Africans, like you know what I mean, like from Zimbabwe and all that shit.
They don't like black people.
They don't like black people, bro.
Yeah.
They don't like African Americans.
But it's like
no, but they both don't like each other.
It's like white people who have money, they don't like rednecks, and it's like Mexicans, true. Americans, they don't like paisas, or they have conflict because it's a conflict of interest.
That's true.
So
it's always your bullshit, and it's always labels, and it's society, and take it as you want, and use this fuck. You know what I'm saying? Use this roller coaster however the fuck you want to use it. At the end of the day, it's like take it for what it is. But what I'm saying is like if you're not fucking moving forward for the right things, then you're just caught up in the same bullshit everybody else.
You're just spoken the wheel,
so
baby.
that's cool, man. But you're just looking at yourself spin the wheel. You know what I mean? It's like cool.
You're the hamster on the wheel.
I like to push my wheel around and just like make it follow and fucking spin a little bit. And maybe I start pedaling backwards.
I just step at rest stop sometimes.
You know, smoke a little blunt.
Smoke a little blunt. Get back on the roller coaster, baby.
Roller coaster, you know. But
you know what I'm saying?
I look at the it just.
Nah, but it's true though. That's So
Africans don't like black.
You about to come over a bunch of racist shit.
Hey, don't go into this race shit, man, because that's just the touchiest shit.
That's just touching, man. I get cut out.
And I got some type of waste feelings about all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that gets Dave Chappelle in trouble.
Yeah, and he gets in trouble.
Yeah,
and if he gets in trouble, we probably get murdered.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
that trips me out.
I'm the fucking wrong type of brown, you know. So. I love that though, full. So I love that. I love that shit. I like to use that.
Well,
no, like reverse racism, right?
What about it?
And I'm not saying black people to white people or us to white or whatever, right?
I think everybody.
I feel like it's just like everybody against white people and shit. Those poor fucks. They cornered themselves.
They did.
And now like we all fuck them. So like there's more of us than them. So like before, they had the power. Now it's like fuck, they're cornered.
But I think white people are just the craziest though, bro. That's why they're shooting up fucking movie theaters and shit.
It's like.
The universe finds balance.
I don't think Mexicans over there like Mexicans here
oh no, I've been over there and now.
Well, the Northerners, no, it's como aquí. It's the same thing as the Northern.
Right, it's the same thing, right? Like Mexicans don't really
like real Mexicans don't like us even. Like what?
I'm Mexican, bro. Like
no, yeah. No,
they'll still talk shit.
Yeah,
because you're from the Norte,
right?
And like they'll still talk shit.
That's what I'm telling you, man. We're all just
It's humans, bro. It's fucking everybody likes to have tribalism.
It's funny. That's what I'm telling you. What I like to use is like what kind of my thing is, to always kind of read the room and see where sarcasm's needed, where a little bit of fucking,
no comedy,
and that, or just fucking some straight fucking, when you need to be a fucking dick or spread them with some truth, just fucking
shit on them
real quick with some knowledge, you know what I mean, or just another perspective,
or sit back.
Like I like to go and shit and be the only fucking brown guy in the room and shit, you know what I mean, and kind of thrive from that feeling, because it's like if that makes you uncomfortable, like that makes me comfortable, but like not in a bad way, you know what I mean? In a way to like to teach you that like why, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you being awkward about it? Like you're so stupid, you know what I mean? Like it's stupid, you know what I mean? Like we're all fucking human beings.
No, it is true.
And then I like to go where I'm like, where I like to with rich people, right? And I might not be the only brown person in it, but just saying like money wise, right? And just kind of like fucking with people, and their fucking labels.
Yeah, that's another system.
What I mean? Because I've been to places where like really nice fucking hotels or whatever. And I get there in my shorts and like some flip flops, and I'm paisa, right? So they're gonna be like, of course they're gonna feel some type of way about me.
The fuck is this?
And
guy?
It's like,
what the hell's custodians is?
What is this? Why is the custodian wearing shorts and goddamn bag in the lobby?
Goddamn, we have a uniform.
Son of a bitch, Pablo, and atrás.
Hablas inglés,
and the fucking The fucked up part is that's not even white people doing that. You know, that we imagine that it would be some white people doing that. Nah, bro, it's like Latinos, it's Asians.
Oh no, I was saying
blacks,
it's American,
like
bro.
it's American, fool, and it's like fuck, fool, like
that's
we're
what it
so
is.
fucking like.
But that's what I like about it.
Shit.
That all Americans could talk shit.
That's
White, black, Asian.
That's what I'm telling you. And then you got
Indian.
that's what I'm saying. Then you got a motherfucker who's
That's
open-minded.
Native.
You know, but that's what I'm saying. You know what's American? American is being open-minded.
It's an idea, bro.
It's a
not
fucking
a color.
idea. That's what I'm telling you. It's not a color.
That's why I love America.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Because
and we're forgetting that. We're forgetting that.
People think
people think that you're racist because you like guns. People think that you're racist because you agree with something. Or
global warming, you fucking liberal.
Yeah, or you're a liberal. Yeah, I respect global warming. I like Mother Nature, motherfucker. I like my trees. I like going out there. You know
I believe the world is dying, and I love guns.
You know what I'm saying?
What's so difficult?
Yeah, it's just
how does this?
Yeah, you can't be in a gray zone, and I feel like being an American was having that.
The
that
idea
liberty
of working hard, being open,
right.
You do what you want to do. I do what I want to do. Don't pressure me
That's
to
gonna
do
be
your
the slogan
shit.
for Bernie, America.
2020.
Open mind. Open your mind. Open mindedness. That's what the American thing is, bro. And it's up for interpretation, right? We always say the American dream, and that's kind of what we all work for as Americans, right? The houses, the white picket fence of society, the striving.
That's the American dream.
And it wasn't just white people. It wasn't just
that's
black
everybody.
people.
That's
it was
Asians.
everybody.
Everybody.
The Asians that got here.
Everybody.
To get salad here up here in the Northwest, in California, in the gold rush. Everybody did their fucking part.
And you know what trips me out the most? And I find I enjoy it, bro. So when you see older like the immigrant people and Pornhub, the immigrants on Pornhub.
Yeah,
you know that immigrants Pornhub.
Immigrant girl.
It's ice.
Ice. She gets caught by ice.
No, but it's usually the older, like say not they're the immigrants. They are wearing the USA hats. They wear fucking USA fucking
I'm
logos.
a first generation Mexican, you know. So
no,
for
definitely.
For us,
like my pops wears USA shit everywhere because he's like, I love him. And then like I know some Asian dudes, they're my neighbors and shit. Like the older cats, they're fucking. Right. Don't say that shit, dog.
Don't say that shit.
I'll kick you out. We got 3 people watching.
But that's what I'm telling you. Like just to be Americanized and have that American mentality, right? And that's what it is, having that open mindedness.
See, but now you like America, you're conservative.
I'm. What do you mean?
Because you like.
Don't be calling me a conservative on this show, motherfucker.
But because you like the idea of America, you're considered conservative now.
No, but that's lo que digo. But things change, right? And that's what's just crazy. It's just that our times have changed, our ways of thinking has changed, and the definition of America has changed. And I think that people who are a little bit racist feel like threatened by that. Because it doesn't mean the same thing it meant for them anymore, baby. There's so much diversity that it does not mean the same thing.
No.
But the pursuit of happiness,
still there.
It's still there.
Still there.
Right?
I believe in all that shit.
The fucking pursuit of fucking being a greater nation is still there.
The accountability.
But the thing is, the accountability. And everything is still there.
Being able to be accountable for your own actions.
The thing is now that we have to see is that the American dream now is it's still that fucking drive. It's still that open-mindedness. It's up for interpretation. And some people don't want to see different point of views.
They don't.
And unfortunately for you, times are changing.
They don't. Yeah.
Technology is changing. People are changing. Our mentality is changing.
Everything.
So it's like adjust. That's what I'm saying. American dream needs to be adjusted.
It's like you deserve what you accept.
Right. So that's what it is. Damn,
man.
Fuck, man.
Georgia Surge is president, man.
Damn.
2020. Dog, we're going campaign.
Somebody gave me on the knees.
Martinez Chavez.
Fuck.
It's a duo, bro. I'm gonna put my name on the ballot. That's how you fucking do it. You can do it, right? You can put your name on the fucking ballot. How do you do that?
You can't. You have to be
You're old enough.
You have to be born here.
That's right. And I'm not old enough. Fuck. Hey, no, you could do it. There's a fucking. Oh no, but not for president. There's a girl that won fucking. She was what the fuck she from?
What about Obama?
And that's
his goddamn.
Obama did it.
Obama did. That's Trump said.
He's from Cambodia, right?
He's from Cambodia.
But I mean, when you drink some sweet Cambodian milk, man, you can be anything in life.
Send that weird man back to Indonesia.
Indonesia. God damn, wherever he was.
Hey, but I do want to put my name on the ballot somehow.
I mean, he wasn't like dark, so I mean, it makes me think. Oh, you want to put yourself on? Yeah,
why not? Just one time, just see what happens. But you have to be 35 though. I'm not 30.
Hey, tiempo al tiempo, you know.
In 5 years, I'm running for president, bitches.
You know.
But I mean, shit.
You're running against the Rock, bro.
See, and that's what I'm afraid of.
It's gonna be like a like contest. The next president is gonna be elected by how many fucking likes or shares he gets on Twitter.
You know they're taking that shit off?
What?
Off of Instagram and all that shit?
What
Likes?
Likes?
Yeah.
Because they're not making money. But because they're not making
people
money. No, but man, let's be real. They're not making the money. Like so.
Bro.
I just saw this thing. Hey, I saw this thing this morning when I was taking a dump on the way over here. Because that's where I get all my news. Hey, I thought we could be real on here. I thought we could be real. I thought this was internet.
Yeah, you never thought
He said he's taking a dump on his way over here.
You know, you wake up in the morning. That's what you.
That's where everybody gets news from.
I wake up. And
that's when I give you guys likes. When I give you guys likes, I'm just taking a shit. Like,
hey, I'm the car. They look over. I'm like, all red. Like a little kid. Like, don't look at me.
What's wrong with his eye, mommy?
Man. But when I was, like, they can call it whatever they want. Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know if this is real. I saw that shit when I was taking a dookie. I didn't have to look this up, but maybe you can look this up. I guess this was making like more money off of Instagram than he's making on the field.
Shut the fuck up.
So yeah. So all these likes, bro, matter, right? Because this is how they rate how much attention they're getting, how much.
Influencers.
I mean, they can see who sees it because you can pay through. I don't know that you know that, right? That you can see who sees your shit, how many people see it, how many shares. You can pay for all that. The algorithm is the AI is
the YouTube tells me where's your
the same shit, exactly, right? So what by these fools? I feel like by these guys taking away the like button. Yeah, these kids are all fucking sensitive.
They don't want to pay a share of money.
It's always about the money.
Wait. But hold on,
do it for money.
Hold on though. So, because now no one's paying. Instagram doesn't pay the celebrities.
Instagram doesn't pay the celebrities. The people
companies
do, right? The companies do, right? But then they get measured on how much they're trending, how much likes they're getting, right? If things are not, if you can't see how many people like it, you can't relate to it, right? And these kids are motivated by that. 100,000 people like it. Let me give it another click.
But what are you saying? So you're saying Instagram is taking the money away?
They're not taking away the money. But just that metric, right, or that ability to make it trend, or the ability to influence them even more by liking it, right? Because you're giving them a like now is like an emotional. Yeah. People don't just give likes to anything, bro.
But what do you?
You know what I mean?
But what are you saying that Instagram is doing? You're saying that
they're taking away that human
ability to take the money.
No. No. I'm saying is that
the ability to connect to somebody,
right? Because now that you feel like there's that connection by them liking it, right? Because now it means something to like and shit.
Conditioning
and that conditioning, right? And then these fools, like, let's be honest, how many times have you scrolled through something, and then you're like, let me see how many likes it has. I don't want to be the first one to like it. I don't want to be the fifth one to like it. I don't want to be. I'm just saying, right? How many people have thought
people
that?
Do that?
I don't want to look thirsty because it's a girl.
I don't want to subscribe.
You feel me? Okay, right? So that's what I'm saying, right?
No,
so you don't give it your like, you don't give it your presence.
That's true.
And a lot of people are already fucking ghosting everybody or whatever.
That's true.
They're just ghosting, looking at everything.
People like to hate. There's another way to hate.
Right. And then you take away the ability to hate and like, you know what I mean? You take that away, and it's like that's not social anymore. That's just
what do you think? What do you think?
Fucking you just looking at.
Or what if you
content.
What if you make people work now? Like all those girls with the big booties, right? All those big booties. The only reason why they're showing big booties because they're getting paid.
Like you gotta respect the hustle.
I respect it. Believe me, I respect it.
And I like.
I follow all.
That's a hustle, right? It's just another way.
It's just another hustle.
But now you're taking away that like I said.
But how
that?
But how else do you make a society better?
Not by taking away their likes, because Instagram's just doing it for the money, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, they're not making the money though.
They're not making the money. They're not making the money. They're not making the money. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I was getting my point. Okay, that's what
it's gonna be like, you want to be featured.
Pay me to do it.
No, because you know when you push search, you want to be featured on there because like guess what? Before, you would get more content because it was like really liked or really popular because those algorithms work that way. Now it's just gonna be like, well, whose content is gonna come first? So you know what, Cristiano Ronaldo, you know what?
You gotta pay us in order to get in there. You gotta
keep us money on the side so that I can now put you in there.
That's true.
It's always about the money, man. They say it's about fucking kids and they're so sensitive. Fuck kids and their sensitive things, man.
And we just talked about improving the world, and now you're saying
they're not sensitive. They're not sensitive.
He said he did say
they're insensitive.
It is though.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
No one's gonna be fit.
As long as my kid's faster and smarter than yours, fuck you. Sorry for saying that out loud, but you're fucking thinking that out right now, motherfuckers.
No.
You know what I'm
smarter.
saying?
See, but okay, that goes into because if my kids are smarter than yours, and yours to be faster.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna make it both to where, like, you know what I mean? Like,
it depends on where the world's going.
That's what I'm telling you. And who's gonna be better prepared at the end of the day when they? Let me give you an example. Your kid's gonna be super fucking smart at computers, right? I'm gonna shut off the switch on that motherfucker. He's not gonna have
you're
electricity. What is he gonna do? My kid knows how to hunt. My kid knows how to grow his food.
He's gonna invent electricity, motherfucker.
He's gonna invent it.
He's gonna invent electricity back.
There's kids that don't
You
even
need
know.
Thomas Edison that shit.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you
He's
is
gonna steal it from someone else.
that these kids don't even. These kids don't even know. These kids don't even know how electricity works.
Oh no, I'm the same way. That's my
It's
biggest
technology.
fear, bro.
They're like in this digital world. They're like, what created the digital world?
They don't know what started.
Remember that there's something they're fucking still cranking.
They're cranking.
Stupid motherfucker.
There's someone there.
You know what I'm saying?
Job.
Yeah. You feel me? So,
yeah.
so you take that away.
Definitely.
Who's very prepared?
You know how I learned that?
Touche, bitches.
Last week here in California.
Faster.
For the people that are not from here, last week, Northern California was having a power. PG&E in Northern California was shutting off power due to fires and excessive winds. So
the spies were in SoCal too.
But there was no winds.
But no, there was some winds in Fremont. It was crazy winds, crazy. So, I don't know about here, but yeah, no, I feel it. But the people here in San Jose fucking flipped out. People were emptying out shelves. People were like,
yeah, I saw that.
Just for a couple of hours. They told me it was gonna be like a couple hours, bro, and maybe it might happen sporadically.
Right.
And so in my mind, I take it like, dude, if something will crack down, people are gonna go nuts. They're gonna start killing people, robbing people.
Right? Preparing to that because we're just turning our eye to the fucking reality
technology
that we can't feed ourselves. That it goes without what we were talking about it. It would take us 2 weeks to be zombies, pretty much eating each other.
Yeah.
It's not like we said it. Right. Less than let's say a week. Let's give it a week. You know what I mean?
Go like no food.
Let's give it 2 weeks to give people some morals.
Let's give them some fucking. Let's give them some time. I'm just saying. Let's just have some. Oh, I'd rather die than eat somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So there's gonna be a lot of.
There's gonna be a lot of people like that. Yeah, there is.
And then after that, what? Boom.
Then the crazy
I'm hungry as fuck.
The crazy fucks eat those guys.
I'm gonna eat my sister that's on the floor. Sass.
Would you?
Would I?
Would you? The person's already dead. There's 3 of us.
I'm gonna run for president. I can answer this question.
sir, people want to know this kind of questions. All right. The debate.
And look at the
debate's gonna have these questions. Would you eat somebody?
We're all victims of our circumstances. So if you put your fucking self there,
so would you?
I guess
I'll eat the shit out of that, bro.
What is that?
I eat the shit out of it.
The option movie where the plane crashes and then like they were forced.
Oh right.
But he was already dead.
Passengers.
Yeah, he was already dead.
Yeah, he was frozen, so they were able to keep his meat for a couple more days. So yeah.
See, it's brilliant. Works, right? Put over a nice little open fire.
Yeah.
Have a little rump roast.
Put a little salt, a little pepper. Man, I'm eating me a thigh. You ever had humans?
Some fava.
You ever had humans? Yeah.
Some fava bean.
God damn. But that's what I'm telling you, man. Like, that's so fucked up that we bat an eye to that shit too, and that we don't look towards that, right? And then that we say, oh, technology. That's what I'm saying. Like, we fucking want to we just want to fucking be like one way, and the reality is that you can't.
You can't.
The reality is that there's so much to being a human, right? Like these kids want to be plugged in with their fucking VRs and just fucking be in the digital world.
Can't wait.
Well, guess what? You still gotta take a shit. You still gotta get up. You still got human necessities.
Now with modern technology.
No, I mean they'll probably be plugged into shit, and they'll probably just have a toilet there. Hey, but if that's who you want to be that person.
All for you.
What I'm saying is,
this
like,
is America. You can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah, don't let nobody tell you can't be a fat fuck. Don't let nobody tell you that.
Don't tell him what to do with your life.
Fuck yeah. You be who you want to fucking be.
Be what you want to be.
But what I'm saying is, like, that's what I'm
telling you.
That's
come for me to help.
And that's the biggest fucking gift that man has, right?
No,
that you have the free will. The free will.
Free will.
You have
that's separates from animals.
Exactly. You can decide to do whatever you want, and you want to be an animal. Be an animal.
Free will, baby.
You feel me?
Right.
And that's the thing. You know what I mean? And that's what we're not accepting that. We wanted to be a certain fucking way. It can't be a certain way for everybody, man. It can't be. But collectively, we do have to do things collectively. I can't say every fucking man for himself. Of course, that won't work. But then, like I'm just saying, like here in Silicon Valley, right? The way that the culture changed, the way that it changed, the culture, the way our mentality, the way that we think changed because we did it collectively. Everybody started doing that way, right? Like it's mean to not hold somebody their door, right? You go out to the store, right? We have certain things that I haven't seen, right? Yeah. Well, I've seen in other places as well, but you know what I mean, like that. Just the culture. What I'm trying to say, the culture of it, right? And like, I mean, the way we drive is horrible. And that's a cultural thing because everybody does it. Like, fuck this. I'm not gonna wait in this fucking
Fuck
traffic. I'm gonna cut
this.
these motherfuckers
Yup,
over
that's
there.
how, and that's how we drive.
And so that's how the culture is here, by the way, in the Bay Area, right?
It
I've
is.
been
It's
to
not.
everywhere,
It's not like that anywhere
right?
else.
It's not over there like, you know, over here I'm trying to, you know, go to Portland and shit, you know? And they're not like that over there. You know what I mean? Like,
I heard traffic like 10 minutes out there.
yeah, so just, you know what I mean? Like, so.
That's like
so
10 minutes. It takes you
so
10
that
minutes
fucking
longer.
culture, you know, it's always going to take a village, right? It's going to take all of us to fucking do it. I'm not saying every man for himself. But then we can't be ignorant and say that when you flip the switch off within a week, it becomes every man for himself.
It does.
And how? And as
that.
a man, are we really prepared? Are you mentally, physically, emotionally prepared to do that? No, you're not. So if you're not, you're part of the problem. And I'm not telling you to live a certain way because you have your choices of how you want to interpret that. But the fucking bottom line is that problem affects you and I and everybody else.
Oh yeah.
When shit hits the fan, it collects
it all depends.
So then it's like for you to be ignorant and fucking switch your fucking head off and say that that's not a reality.
That's not a reality.
And not prepare yourself and educate yourself.
And then you go to the far end.
Change it.
The far end spectrum, and the next year you're a prepper.
No, but that's
right. Like, so there's a balance between.
That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, nowadays, there's no fucking middle. Because
that's what I'm saying. Because now you're a fucking prepper.
I'm sure that people listening to this or whatever. And people start. No, but that's what I'm telling you. People start listening to this like, oh, he's a conspiracy theorist. Oh, this fool's a fucking thing. No, man, we're just open minded.
Yeah.
We're open minded, and we have the we have the information available to us, and we're able to make now our decisions and our actions, you know, driven by those things and that environment. And that knowledge and shit, right? But that's what I'm telling you. That's the beautiful thing about being American, again, that we have the choice.
It's an idea.
Well, as a man, right? Everything, not just an American, because there's freedom of will somewhere else.
What about a woman?
You know what I mean? But like that's the thing about, you know, just, you know, of us just having the knowledge, the fucking will.
It's having the ability to do it. It's, you know, having all these struggles and being able to contemplate all this. It's a first world struggle. Right, like you're able to think this because you're not digging up trash in the middle in some fucking village somewhere.
Of course,
after being bombed by America,
and that's your civil responsibility, and that's
because you have this chance, your ability as a human being to be able to think. Exactly. Like, I'm doing this for the person that can't.
Just how I consume the bottle of water, just how I consume that shit, then I have to also in my end fucking
take everything into consideration.
Do it, right?
Don't just think you live in this little bubble and you're just a little domed.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I might not change the bottle usage, but I can change the way that my kids raise. I can change the way that the world or you know are right. And then that change hopefully will trickle down to those people because I'm not going to be at their village picking up their stuff.
No, definitely.
I think that, you know, but then I think half of us wouldn't know where to start, or we're so caught up, you know, in our first world problem. Let's say about this, right, in the Bay Area, I can't go without fucking 3 weeks or 4 a month working because most of us will also end up homeless. And that's a reality to us. That's a stress. You know what I mean? We're not dying of hunger, but guess what? We can be within a month. So that's
just another stress.
So you feel me? Like it's just taking. Everybody has their circumstances. Nothing's the same for everybody. And now everybody wants it to be black and white. It's not black and white. It's about meeting in the middle and then saying, okay, this is how we're gonna go.
Gray.
But then it's like all these people are like, it's like, oh, I want to be a fucking prepper. You're an idiot because you're not a prepper. Well, you're not an idiot because you're not a prepper. Or you are an idiot because you're a prepper.
It's not.
It's just respect.
You have to have it in the middle. You're gray, so not black and white.
Respect
it's gray.
it, right? Oh, I don't like you because you're black or because you like this. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's fucking absolutely stupid. It's absurd for you to just not like somebody or
you're just
not
doing teams.
Or that's what I'm telling you. The label thing, right? Like it's just again, and it's like nowadays, like. You know, like Daenerys, fool, we gotta break the wheel, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Break the chains,
and if it don't work, then we start killing everybody like Schwarzenegger.
That's my point.
Right?
That's my point from the beginning. So we all come back to the beginning.
You can't have your pie and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? Right? And that's what I'm saying. You gotta be prepared for the Cinderella ending to it, or the fucking Terminator, or you gotta be ready for this.
You gotta be prepared for all those endings.
Be a kindergarten cop?
It's true though, man. It's fucking true. I mean, he was police officer.
Yeah,
police officer.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? And my way to helping out, dude, is having people on like you, dog. So now people, you know, listen to your voice and see what the fuck's out there.
I hope they don't commit suicide.
That's, you know,
and
hopefully you listen to the end of this.
And if they do some suicide committing, at least they need to know to mention my name. You know,
this because of George.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah.
Samurai his body.
Fucking samurai.
Nah, don't kill yourself, America.
Don't do it, man.
There's already other things that are gonna kill you.
Yeah, so don't do it yourself. Don't do it
Let the
yourself.
system kill you. It feels better. You don't go to hell.
You got any credit risk for me, Wayne?
We need a superhero, so I guess Dwayne Johnson's gonna be the new Shazam guy, or
Shazam? Who the
Black
fuck is
Adam?
Shazam?
Who the fuck is Black Adam?
No, and he has to be a Black Adam. He can't be Black Matter.
I don't know why.
Because his name's Adam, bro.
Oh,
Jesus. Read a book.
I never heard of this guy.
fucking comic.
What is it? Read a book, bro. I never heard of Black Adam.
Oh, this guy. I don't know.
Wait,
I heard Black Jesus.
He's replacing him?
No, he's gonna be like his counterpart.
Isn't that Flash?
No, that's because cause Shazam.
Shazam. Is that an actual superhero?
Yeah, Shazam.
Isn't that Shaq?
Man, that's what I said when they said, "Oh, Shazam's coming." I was like, "Man, Shaq's
Shaq's
making another movie."
Shaq, dude.
I love that movie.
Shaq,
And then they're like, "Nah, this is like the real Shazam from the comic books."
And there's a real
I'm gonna
Shazam.
say something, man. Like, god damn it! Like after like 150 fucking Pokemon and 150 fucking superheroes, I can't keep up with the rest of you motherfuckers.
Tell you, man, I hate
You
those
know what I'm
movies.
saying?
I fucking hate them.
Oh, I love them.
I hate them.
I'm a big fan.
I haven't seen the last superhero movie I've seen was Black Panther, and before that was Avengers 4.
Yeah. I've seen all 22 films or whatever it is.
All
and I
32.
buy like a $7,000 TV just to watch the new ones.
I got the bonus.
Because I don't like to go to the theater and listen to your kids cry and all the people talking and shit. So I bought the big TV because I'm American and I can do whatever I want. And guess what? That's what I did.
That's what I did.
So
that's why I like the Joker.
So
Because he was so dark.
Yeah,
So
I seen him in
I
private.
guess he's
And then I cried in private too. You know what I'm saying?
I went to an empty theater.
He's gonna be the enemy of the Shazam, and he's a nemesis of the Marvel family. That's what it says. So he's gonna be a bad guy.
All right.
You know.
So the
I don't
Rock's
see
a
him being
bad
a
guy.
bad
Huh?
guy. Well, maybe.
Maybe you can see him. Oh, he's going darker.
I mean,
Nah, but it's gonna be
Was he
super.
a bad guy? Scorpion King? Was he a little fucking scorpion that was bad, right?
no, he was a Scorpion King. He was a
No,
good guy.
the mummy.
No, he was a hero.
Yeah, he was
No,
a hero,
but the
Scorpion
mummy,
King. Yeah.
No, but the mummy, he was a bad guy, right?
Yeah, he was a bad guy.
Was he on the Mummy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when he was on Scorpion,
And wasn't he a
King,
bad guy when he was in the Wolfpack?
what the fuck is the Wolfpack?
WWE, bro.
He
Wasn't he a
was never in
wrestler?
the Wolfpack.
He was
Oh
never
no,
in the
he wasn't.
Wolfpack. You son of you son of a bitch.
No, but when he first came out of WWF, he was like a cocky bad guy.
He was a bad guy.
He was though.
Right?
He was part of the Acolytes? Nah, I forgot. It was the other guys. It was the Farouk and the other
Oh, yeah.
Remember that guy? I fucking remember.
So he was a
Yeah.
bad guy.
He was a bad
He was
guy.
a bad guy.
That's when he's come out in the windbreakers.
Yeah.
He come out in windbreakers and sunglasses.
Yeah.
yeah.
Square ass sunglasses and shit.
Before the steroids.
Yeah. Well, he was probably already on steroids. Before he had more money for steroids.
Before the good steroids.
Yeah, good steroids. Yeah.
He was on Mexican supplements back then.
Yeah, he was on that Jerry Guerrero shit. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Eddie.
Fucking Eddie was having too much of those fucking power drinks, bro.
Spent too much time in Tijuana, eh?
Hey, cut this part out. Oh,
Oh,
man.
man. What else you got from me, Wango?
Let's go a little political here. Hillary Clinton.
Has a penis.
Tulsi?
Has a
Yeah.
penis.
She went against Tulsi, my girl. She hot too, dog. Back Tulsi. Hillary Clinton thinks Russia will be back Tulsi Gabbard, dog. Look, man, all I gotta say is whoever Hillary Clinton is going against, I'm going for. But then again, she went against Donald Trump.
She went against the Russian government, bro. And a bunch of hackers.
Fuck that. Nah, I like Tulsi, man. I like Tulsi Gabbard. She got my vote. She gets my vote for all the social media, all the like Fox News, CNN, Telemundo. They don't show none of her skits. Nothing. She's like clowning on foods and like beating everybody.
Yeah.
Not a word. Not a fuck. They just show her about it. She goes on purpose, bro. Like everyone's wearing black suits, she shows her the white suit. Like she's doing it like to show her, and they don't give her no airtime, bro. Like no, she broke down. She gave a list of like her airtime during the debate. And like her longest time was like 7 minutes, her shortest time was like 3 minutes, and then everybody else's their shortest time was 8 minutes, and the rest was like crazy. Like she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like straight blackballing her out of that shit.
Well, that's what it is, you know. It's always like
that's the ones they're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
They kick you out and shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that's that, and it works like that. I think kind of
everywhere
and shit.
everywhere, bro.
We're all a bunch of assholes.
Everywhere. That's why I'm running for president.
Assholes and dicks.
Assholes and dicks, man. Instead of assholes, pussies, and dicks, you want to be the dick.
Yeah. Don't want to be the asshole.
Because dicks can fuck pussies and assholes.
Thank you for clearing that up.
So South Park, bro. South Park, bro. Yeah, I know.
All right, man. Anything else, or what you got from this? The last one?
That's about it, bro.
All right, man. Well, shit. We'll wrap this one up, baby boy. Thank you for coming on.
Yes, sir.
Hell of a time talking, man.
Hell yeah.
Like always.
Okay.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Oh, fuck this guy. This guy talks too much shit.
God damn.